Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Aging Gracefully Show. I'm your host, Yolanda L. Robinson. I'm here with Mr. Alabama. Mr. Willis is taking the day off because he's doing an activity in his building with the senior citizens. So we're glad that he continues to do what he's doing. We're doing what we're doing. We have our wonderful guest with us today, Miss Teresa. We've been friends since the 8th grade. Woo! Clap it up for that. Hey, yes. And we are live here at Hub 13 Studios, located 13 West Front Street, Trenton, New Jersey. Big up for that. But before I go any further, I want to give a shout out to Cardi B. She's a rapper. And she just had a concert, right? And she gave Trenton, New Jersey a shout out. So that's what I want to say. You know what I mean? So right now, everybody like, Trenton, hey! Thank you, Cardi, hey! So that's where we're at right now, Trenton, New Jersey. And we're wrapping up Women's Month. And y'all know I'm still celebrating my birthday. Okay, so clap it up for that too. We do a lot of clapping around here, y'all. Clap it up because we're getting ready for our end of the month music therapy. So they're going to be starting the music real soon. So if you're around, it's only $5 for some music therapy on Sundays. Okay. But without further ado, I want my guests to introduce themselves, and then we're going to go into our topic for today. Teresa, you want to be our guest?
Hi, how are you? I am Teresa, and I've known Landy, like she said, since 8th grade. And here I am. I am a native Trentonian, and here I am.
Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
My name is George Daniel. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
Wonderful. See there, look. Trenton and Alabama in the building. Woo, woo, woo. So I won't keep y'all long, but today I want to talk about women. It's Women's Month, right? I want to talk about the love for women or the lack thereof. Because I feel like women are not getting the support that they should. Hello, how y'all doing? You know, so let's talk about the importance of supporting. Hello, my dear. This man has a movie. Is the movie ready yet?
No, it's not ready.
What's the name of the movie gonna be? Can you tell us the name?
No, I can't tell you the name yet. I gotta wait for the title card.
Okay. That's professionalism. Hub 13 stands for Helping Urban Businesses. He said the title card. That means the movie is professional. He can't even tell us the name of it, but it's being shot right here. We're Hub 13. Coming soon. A movie that we have the name. Don't know the name yet, but it's coming. How about that? Okay. So let's get back to our topic. Women. I want to hear from you because I'm telling you, once he gets started, because child, he loved himself so much. And we want to hear from him. We want to hear black men, okay? Black women. He like black men. So tell us. Give us any experience that you've had as a woman.
Well, I've had great experiences and bad experiences. The great experiences are that you get to be surrounded by people who like you, who care about you, who even love you. And you get to be around some people who are not so much your favorite kind of people. There's some of them are disheartening, so that's where all the bad rolls and all the negativity. And kind of like to stay away from that, so you kind of just, a lot of times we overlook it or we don't say anything about it, and we just keep moving. So sometimes we are greatly appreciated and sometimes we're not. So, but just to keep on a positive side, just keep it pushing and keep smiling.
I think that is to be true because a lot of times we won't keep smiling. We'll stop. But that's important. I think that's a great point that we, even though we're dealing with something, still press forward. Still press forward, you know. Hey, how are you? Come over here real quick. We got DJ. Come here, DJ. Turn around. Introduce yourself right there. We live. Tell me who you
What's
are.
up, y'all? What's up, y'all? DJ here with Miss Landy.
Yeah, so we at Hub 13. So the last Sunday of every month, this young man and his partner Reese, they be here on Spinning the Wheels, okay? So come on out 13 West Front Street.
Every last Sunday.
Every last Sunday, yes. Thank you, my dog. Yes. Golden Arms. Yeah, go ahead. You good. I'm T Boogie. This is how we do on this show. Because one thing I learned from this young man right here, he's a great entrepreneur, right? And one of the things he teaches us when he sees us in here, he's like, oh, but did you tell anybody? Are you talking about your business? Like, he really makes sure that Hub 13 is doing what they're supposed to do as a business, not a business. And when you're dealing with entrepreneurs, there's no one in here that's a nonprofit. Everybody's here for profit. So if you're here for profit, let's get it. And that's where he brings that in. And also, it's good to know because it's for women. Women need to know these things about entrepreneurship. So what do you think about women with entrepreneurship, sir? Hello. How are you?
I think if anything women do is wonderful in my book.
Yeah, how you doing, Queen?
Good, how are you?
But I think there's a misunderstanding about black men and black women. I'm gonna go back in time, and then I'm gonna bring you up to now. When I was growing up in Birmingham, Alabama, when a young man wanted to date a young lady, he had to ask her first. Then he had to go and ask her father if he could take her to the movie or a little dance or something, whatever. But you had to get permission. First you had to get the permission from your mother and father. Then you had to get the permission from the young lady. Then you had to get permission from the young lady's father to take her out. So what this thing come in about men asking women out and then saying, who gonna pay?
Yeah.
If you can't afford to take a lady out, then don't ask her out. You're asking her out. She's not asking you, will you take me out? She's asking you, you're asking her to take her out. That means you're willing to go and give her a nice time because you're trying to impress her.
Yeah.
You are really trying to impress her. But I see a lot of blacks on television with money. Now if they take women out, the first thing they say, are they gold diggers or not? Well, if you run around and you got on a $3,000 suit, you don't expect her to wear a $4 dress. If you go out with her, you got on a $3,000 suit and some red bottoms.
Yeah.
So when you take a lady out, look at your bill for to see what you can afford to do. Otherwise, don't take her. Let's leave her at home. Leave her with the young man that gonna care about her. The first time I went on a date with a young lady, I was 17. I went to see Clyde McFadden and the Drifters. We had talked about that because the advertisement come about they gonna have the show. So her father finally said that I could take her. So now, for me to take her, she lived in a section of Birmingham called Mensley. I live in a section of Birmingham called North Pratt. I got to walk or either catch the bus to Ensley. Now, I caught the bus to Ensley. We caught the bus from Ensley into downtown Birmingham to see the show. Then I had to catch the bus to take her back home. Then after I caught the bus and took her back home, then I had to walk from Ensley back to North Pratt.
Really?
But she was back at home at that time that the father had said. So if you're not gonna treat a young lady right, leave her alone. Just leave her alone.
That's right. So that's good for dating.
How you doing?
Because, yeah, see the truck right there?
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about dating. That's important. What did you call it? Important back in the day.
Yes.
Because I know you was good and tired. They back here, son.
Oh, they back there?
They
Oh, all
back
right.
here. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Dating is very different. They don't barely ask the woman, do she want to go? And they don't ask the parent. Everybody just doing stuff. But I think too, that is something that we should not forget about how to take a lady out, how to open up a car door, how to pull out a chair. Like none of that stuff is happening anymore. So now you got the women want to do the man job, the man want to do the woman job. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different things going on here. And you say to yourself, how do you make it that everyone understands that if you're going to date a lady, a young lady, that you're going to go and ask her parents. Like right now, if you want to go and date someone, try it out. Go, if the parents are still alive, call the dad up and say, hey, I want to take your daughter out. Or if you're raising a son and a daughter, teach your son to do these things and teach your daughter to receive them. Because also, you can teach your son how to do it, but if you ain't taught your daughter how to receive it.
But if you've never been taught standards, where are you going with it?
So, but there's a thing now called YouTube, Google, everything. Like, we have to get into the realm of saying, this is what I want for my family and my generation, you know? And I think that a lot of it is happening because there's a lot of different things that's happening on social media that people are seeing, and which giving people a lot of unrest. Because people are seeing things that are still happening, like, what? We still talking about racism in 2026? And we still, you know, all these different things. The price of gas is going up and all this stuff. I tell people all the time, I don't concern myself about gas going down. I ask the Lord to increase my money. Increase me. Don't, you know, I want to be increased. We all going, oh, gas is going up. Okay, bread went up too. Okay.
Right.
But you ask it for your income to increase to where everything else is increasing. But we don't ask for that. We just want to do that. We can't do that. You know what I mean?
Walk behind the
Yeah, you have to look at too. A lot of people try to live above their means.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how a lot of people get in trouble because they living above their means.
Yeah, yeah.
If you got a $500 a week income, you got to adjust to that $500 a week income.
Mm-hmm.
You can't live off $700 a week and you only get $5. So that's the mistake a lot of people make.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to be responsible with your money.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can't be reckless.
Can't be reckless, especially summertime is coming, right? And you're gonna want to do things with the children, right? So right now, I suggest you start getting a little map and start mapping out things. If you live near a shore or an amusement park, pick a day, save your money up, go on Groupon or whatever, and say on 4th of July, we're going to the amusement park. On this day, we're going to the beach. We're going to the mall. We're going to do certain things. And then most importantly, bring your family back to the dinner table. That's where a lot of things were talked about, situations were solved at the dinner table. So get to the dinner table with your family. What do you think about that?
Well, just take like for instance, the black community. Reason you hear me talk about the black community because I grew up in all black community. You know, all the people next door to me, in front of me, behind me, down the street, around the corner was black. I went to all black schools, so I know black people.
Yeah.
So that's why I talk about black people. I didn't get black yesterday.
Yeah.
I've been black a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So the community used to do a lot of things for the people in the community. We used to get together, the guys that lived in the community. We'd have barbecues for the community. In 1964, we had what we call a senior citizen dinner, where all the seniors in the community, we had dinner for them, and all the guys, like 16, 17, 18, 20, like that, they served the food, and the little children served the juices and stuff. So these are the things that we did to bring the community together. Or we would give just any day, say, well, next Saturday, we having a big picnic up on the park for the children.
Yeah.
And then people donate money, the people in the community, not some outsiders, but the community themselves. And everybody be up there on the park, having a good time. But this is when people was talking to each other. You have to talk to each other and quit judging each other. You cannot judge each other by the television. You got to leave that television alone. Because if you look at that television, you're not gonna like anybody. Because all you see on television is people arguing back and forth about nothing.
Mhm.
Who the greatest basketball player? Who the greatest? Nobody want to hear all that.
Mhm.
There's nothing I can learn by discussing who the greatest basketball player,
Yeah.
who the greatest baseball player, because that's opinion. Everybody has their own opinion about that. So there's no point in arguing about that.
Yeah, that's true.
But what we're going to should be talking about, what we're going to do to get the greatness out of this young man, this young lady, these little children over here. What is it that we can do as a community to advance them?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about in basketball and baseball, I'm talking about in life. In life, how to go through life. See, the black man is not the black man anymore. That's one thing we got to realize.
Yeah.
The black man is not your enemy because you black. That's not your enemy. And we need to get that out of our heads, you know, because he live over there. See, no, we all lived in the same neighborhood. I lived under Jim Crow. And any black neighborhood that I went into, I was safe. I ain't have to wonder or worry. I was safe. Because we was all black then.
Yeah.
We weren't talking black and acting white. We was black being black. So that's what we got to come back to as a people.
Well, I truly believe that. I think that that's one of the reasons why you're here, we have you here, that you're able to communicate and talk with us. I can tell people all the time, we have real live historians. They're not in the book. They're real live people that you can talk to. Any senior that's over 70, we need to be running them down, asking them different things, questions, and to know who did they walk with, who did they talk with. You know, Mary Elderman Wright, you know what I mean? All those different people. Reverend Shutterholm, I mean, everybody. That these people that paved the way for us. Why are we masking it? And we should be telling it.
The people we should be talking about, we don't talk about.
Right.
We talk about basketball players, rappers, baseball players, dancers and singers and entertainers. It's all right to talk about them at the same time, about a basketball game, that's all right. But the people that we really should be talking about is W.E.D. Du Bois, the man around the corner that leads Little League football, the one that's over here having a science fair. We should be talking about tutoring and things like that. I keep hearing people talk about the schools are no good. Well, if you notice, and you know the schools are no good, I don't see you at the when they have the board meetings, I don't see you there. So what good is telling me the schools are no good? Let's go down to the board and tell the board the schools are no good, and get your neighbor next door and across the street, and let's all go together. If you're not willing to do that, then leave it alone. Don't just keep talking. Show up. Let me know. Show up. See, you can't be a leader in Trenton and live in Philadelphia. It just can't happen. It can't be done. You can't talk about Passaic Street and don't go down there. You don't talk about Walnut and say, I ain't going on Walnut. You can't do that. Go on Walnut and see what's over there wrong and what you can do to help straighten it out. Talk to the people. See what the people want.
Yeah.
But
So,
it's easy.
Mr. Willis and Mr. Daniels here every Sunday, and every Sunday we get a different crowd, don't we? We different. Like today, we got the DJs. We got 3 DJs over there waiting to turn on some music, right? Because they're entrepreneurs. They're young. They want to get out there, and so Mr. Willis, and Mr. Daniels always say, give them a space. Let's see what they can do, right? And they ain't coming here to play no cussing. Ain't nobody doing it. Just walking around, being respectful, and saying thank you, Hub 13, for giving us our space, right? And we tell y'all all the time. This gentleman says every week he's here Sunday and Monday for anyone to come by and sit and chat with him. Really, he is. Every Sunday and Monday he's here. And he's here doing it because he's real about it. If you want to come in and you want to talk with him about a business, he will show you how to get your business started the right way. That's what we do here. You know? Any words?
Yeah. And what you're saying is really good, and it is great, and it does help us out as a whole.
Yeah.
But then we also have to bring about, as we already know, some of the reasons. Some of the reasons are, like you said, because the people that say there's a problem, they don't show up to fix the problem,
Yeah.
or they don't stay consistent in fixing the problem. Be consistent, not just with your mouth, but with everything that you have. Be consistent at home with your children. Be consistent wherever you go. Make it thorough.
Yes. I love that. Listen, we're not gonna hold y'all up. Anything else, Mr. Daniels?
No, I want y'all to come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got something for you.
Yeah, come back tomorrow. He's definitely gonna have something for you tomorrow, and the other grumpy old man will be here with him too. And y'all know I'm celebrating my birthday still.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
and thank you, Teresa. Thank you, everybody. Clap it up. Listen, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Aging Gracefully. I'm your host, Yolanda L. Robinson, with my wonderful Mr. Daniels right here, and our guest today, Miss Teresa. We thank you all so very much, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Thank you, Hub 13, and everyone. And guess what? It's still Women's Month, so celebrate a woman in your life. It's still my birthday. Hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my page. That would make a perfect gift for me. And I will see you all again soon. So clap it up for yourselves. Woo! We get ready to hear some music, y'all. Come on down here for some live music. All right. Thank y'all so very much for all y'all comments and everything. But please don't forget. Oh, so we got one subscriber. I love y'all. Peace.